Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. I have a Telegram channel that I post links to news articles on. And in this Telegram channel, we don't communicate. There's no comments or anything like that. I just post links to these news articles that I find interesting. And I might post, 1, 2, 3, maybe a dozen a day onto these things if I find them interesting. What I like about it is that down in the corner, I can see how many people have checked out the link. It has a little eyeball there, and it shows how many people have clicked on that. Now, when I go and I look to see who has checked out those links, it's not a lot. Like I said, I don't have a lot of subscribers on this channel, but this particular article got a lot of views. It got like 3 times more views than any article that I posted previously or after that. And when I went to go do some research on it, I found that there was not a lot of people talking about this. There's not a lot of mainstream media talking about it, and the alternative media that is talking about it was a lot of cryptocurrency type of websites. So this one comes from beinccrypto.com, and it's titled this: Hong Kong ATMs run out of money as Bitcoin trading volume balloons. Goes on to say this: Hong Kong residents are reporting that many ATMs are running out of cash entirely. Protesters have been queuing up to withdraw funds in fear that the Chinese government may start monitoring digital payments and freezing assets. Now, Kyle Bass had this to say in a tweet: Bank runs all over Hong Kong now. ATM machines are running out of cash, but there is something more important. Failed leader Carrie Lam can now officially confiscate bank accounts and assets without recourse. The Hong Kong legal system is essentially gone. Very interesting stuff. Joshua Wong, and now I'm not sure who that is, but had a tweet right underneath that in this article. And it said this: Lam said many sectors supported her decision to invoke emergency regulation ordinance. She emphasizes she needs to curb violent protest. #bank runs on this unusual Saturday, not because of the protest, but the way Hong Kong government handled the crisis. Very interesting stuff. Now, what I find interesting about it is that not only did they have a bank run take place where people were like, oh man, they're going to confiscate our assets, so they started pulling all their money out of the bank, but then also Bitcoin took off at the same time. Anytime you ever see a crisis with currency, whether it be Cyprus, Venezuela, Argentina, it doesn't matter. Now Hong Kong, Bitcoin surges. The transactions surge. The price may not, but the amount of volume and amount of people getting involved really jumps during these liquidity crisis type situations. So there was 2 things going on there. One, the crisis in Hong Kong where they're having bank runs that is not being talked about. And 2, yet again, another example of how cryptocurrencies do very well in a liquidity crisis situation. Uneducated Economist. I'll leave links down in the description. You guys let me know.